Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
All right, back to the grind. Welcome everybody to Sideline Sisters. I am Michelle Bloom.
And I am Angela Courtney.
And we are Sideline Sisters, folks. Sideline Sisters.
Yep. Ready to kick off this WNBA season, Michelle.
Oh man, I'm ready, but I will say I've been slacking on some of these preseason games. Once the real deal goes down, I'll be tuned in. Right now, they're just trying to figure out their rotations. And you have so many new coaches, so the players trying to figure them out too.
Well, hold up before we get started. I got something to share with you.
All right.
Defensive.
Driving in the paint. Into the stands.
Extremely confident. Occasionally disrespectful. And so devastatingly good, you'll change your passwords to WNBA 2025 OMG so good, these Supers can hoop.
Oh, the effort, the energy, it's all there.
Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the W.
All
May
right.
16th. May 16th.
I
That's
can't
on
wait.
Friday, folks.
Can't
Friday.
I cannot wait to get this season started. So
Yes.
many new faces.
Right.
I've been watching the games I didn't fall asleep on. The ones I fell asleep on, y'all, I'll be honest, I went back and watched the next day. Some of them be a little bit past my bedtime.
Yeah. I'm right there with you now.
Yep. So we want to recap those games. Going back on Friday, the 9th, we had the Connecticut Sun taking on the New York Liberty, in which the Connecticut Sun did defeat the New York Liberty 94-86. And y'all, Brianna Stewart was not playing. And there was a couple other folks there missing. There are a slew of injuries going throughout the WNBA, and we'll cover that a little later. And then going into Saturday's games, there were 3 games. Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream. They only won by 5 points, y'all. 81-76.
It was a low scoring game.
Yeah, but I think it's, they still trying to figure out rotations and, which rookies to keep and all that kind of stuff. And then the second game was the Toyota Antelopes playing the Dallas Wings, in which they beat them 119-52. And that was small. But I will say this in their defense.
Can we back it up? On that Fever and Dream game for a second?
Go for
it. Can we talk about, first of all, and she played only 2 minutes. BG had 3 points for the game. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to assume that was an and one or a foul. And
No, actually, I think it was a 3. She hit a 3.
She hit a 3.
BG in the first 2 or 3 minutes of that game come out and spot up and hit a 3.
She spot up. Okay, she hit a 3. Okay, so tell me this though: since they have a new addition to the team? Well, no, I'm thinking of the Indiana Fever, but your girl Pow, she put in some points.
Yes, she did. She put in some work.
Nina Pow is earning her spot, I do believe. I mean, I want to say comfortably that she's made the roster. So the Fever, though, who has taken on DeWanna Bonner, is she going to be a bench? Is she coming off the bench player? Is that what she's going to be, her role?
I think not. I think your girl DeWanna going to have a key starting position. I mean, think about it. You're going to have Caitlin Clark, DeWanna. You got Boston, and who was the other one?
Kelsey Mitchell.
Yes, and then you got your girl Timpson. I like to see Timpson and Boston in there together. Because actually, I think isn't Brianna on that team? I want to say Brianna's on this team too. Oh, Howard, Natasha Howard. I mean, they can't go wrong. They got a whole recipe for success this season.
They really do. And then they got a new coach.
Which came over from, isn't that the coach from the Connecticut Sun?
Yes.
She did. Yes.
She did.
Yeah.
Stephanie White.
Yeah. I will say, looking at all of the WNBA rosters, the talent is spread quite evenly, or somewhat evenly. I still think that Las Vegas has a dominant roster. Seattle Storm has a dominant roster.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Dallas Wings will be in a better place than they were last year. The main thing with them is staying healthy and figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
But Timpson she put in some good minutes, man. I mean, she's showing why she was a good choice.
Yeah.
And then, like I was saying, the Dallas Wings, you can't really tell because they were playing the Toyota Antelopes.
They destroyed them. Everybody got some playing time.
Oh yeah, they did. So I wouldn't use that as a game to kind of figure out where they're going to land in their conference. And then the nightcap game was Chicago Sky taking on the Lynx.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The Lynx, Nafisha Collier and company.
Yeah, you know it. They had to come to town and disrupt the Sky.
Yeah, they said, bring it down, bring the temperature down.
Let me remind you who we are.
Yes. I'm gonna show you why they call me Fee. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Queen Phenomenal. Dropping 26 points.
Bringing it down.
Oh man, that girl, she's just good, man.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They have an interesting lineup. And also they still have injuries and still have folks that are out. So
and
your girl Peely has come a long way.
Oh yeah.
She got some playing time. But I think the NBA is finally realizing, if you got a roster and most of your players are 30, 40 years old, it's time to, refresh, put some young legs in there. Kind of just trying to rebuild the WNBA, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good thing.
But speaking of, I will say for the Sky, they did finalize their roster, and I'm happy to say that HVL and Maddie made the cut.
Okay.
Made the cut.
Now her sister plays for the other team. What team is her sister on? I saw her the other day.
Maddie's sister?
Yeah, she got an older sister.
Right, but I don't know which team she plays for.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
And then Sunday's game was the Valkyrie versus the Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury. Final score 84-79. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Them Valkyries, girl. Don't sleep on the Valkyries.
Don't sleep on Golden State.
Don't sleep on Golden State, honey. Your girl, what's her name? Leticia from South Carolina.
Amir or something.
Yeah. She showed out. She showed why she is on the team, why she deserves a spot. I'm like, I think she's playing better. Well, her roles is different from what she had to play when she was at South Carolina. So
yeah,
she's having to show, step up big, play a bigger role. They got a little depth. Yep, and with Thornton on that team.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be a team to reckon with.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it this year because there's not one team that is like they got all the dominant players on their team, like Las Vegas and New York. They kind of just mix them up, put them in a pot team. I'm loving it. I am loving it. So you want to talk waivers now? I'm talking about them waivers.
Oh man, we got to. They've been trimming and cutting the fat, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting the fat. Cutting that fat. Gotta go.
Well, I do know that the Atlanta Dream is down to 13 now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, one more person.
But I think what they're doing is they're also leaving available spots for their injured.
Oh yeah, they got to. Or like I saw, they put them on the suspended list or whatnot, so they might still be able to keep them. They just know they're not coming back
Right.
this season.
Go ahead. I was just going to say that if they are injured, they do get some type of stipend or income, not their full contract. So I guess that's why they're keeping that extra player here and there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
got to.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. I mean, the rest of the rookies, I think, are pretty much secure. If you go down to the Dallas Wings, they down to 13. They let Miley Yokomoto go. Then she was actually on the Toyota Antelope team.
Oh wow.
Madison Scott. They let Madison Scott go.
Oh man, Madison Scott.
Yep. But like I said, Enrique is surrounded by scorers now. She doesn't have to do it all by herself.
That's why I said the Wings are gonna be. Their whole team is full of guards, practically.
But you know who I like that I'm very impressed with, and they've been just talking her up.
Who?
JJ Quinterly.
Okay.
That girl is nice. She got the combination of, now I don't know if she's really a great outside jump shooter, because I haven't really seen her do that a lot, but I have seen her on defense. She's quick, and she's one of those cut slash. She almost kind of like Enrique to an extent, but I'm waiting to see as an outside game. But I've been impressed with her.
Yeah.
And they showed a little video yesterday during the game, saying how they really was hoping that they could get her. I mean, like the GM was jumping up and down. Yeah, we got JJ.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I think they were really impressed with her. I wish we had. I guess we need to pay more attention to these little teams that got great guards on it, because I didn't see her coming. But anyway, the Valkyries are still at 18. They still have not decided who all they're going to cut and who they're going to keep. But they have a few players that are on the injury list too. Phoenix Mercury has their roster down to 16. With this is something I get that Dana Evans is probably on a contract. Well, how you gonna cut Deja and keep Dana?
I mean, Dana though.
Dang.
Between the both of them, I'm gonna say they last game was on point though. Our last game, that was on point. But I think when it come down to the dog in the fight, I'm putting my money on Evans.
You putting your money on Evans?
I am. I'm putting my money on Evans.
Okay.
She got some dog in her.
Well, we're gonna see when she come back off the injury list. If
we're gonna see. We are surely gonna see. She better make some noise, because she didn't make any noise in Chicago last season. So hopefully, she's surrounded by some great talent. So we're gonna see what she do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, she gonna have to show up and show out, because she in Vegas now.
You in Vegas, baby.
Yep.
Sin City.
See your name on the departure list next year.
Okay. Because they might start playing some Gladys Knight and put on the midnight train to what?
Georgia.
If she don't get her done.
Get her done. The LA Sparks are still at 15, but considering, I think they're holding spots for their injured folk. Two possibly may come back. All right, and then the Minnesota Lynx. I think they're down to Why am I thinking? I can't remember exactly how many they have, but I think they're down to what, 13, 14?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're quickly, because it'll be here what, Wednesday? Is Wednesday? No, Thursday. Thursday is the cut date, the last date, final date. Final rosters.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, that's it for the waivers.
Okay.
Unless you got,
Okay.
and there still might be some that might happen in between now and
Well, final cuts are May 15th.
right. That's Thursday.
So we'll hear something on Thursday.
Yep.
We'll hear it on Thursday.
And so real quick, I'll go through the injuries, and you can speak up as I go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only going to give you the number, how many they have that's on the injured list, and those key names. So for Washington Mystics, they're starting out with a huge amount of offense that won't be available. Shakira Austin, Georgia Amore, who is gone for the season, and Aaliyah Edwards.
That hurt my soul.
Yeah. That's a lot of offense right there between them three.
Right.
Yes. And the Phoenix Mercury will be down 3 that are injured, with Kalia Copper. That's one of the key names being in those 3. And then the LA Sparks will have Cameron Brink out until June. So hopefully she'll be able to join them in June. Chicago Sky is down 2 players. The Connecticut Sun is down 4 players. The Dallas Wings they're down 2 players. The Golden State Valkyries, their recruit. Let me see if I can get her name right. Yosi Yochita. So it's not like we were saying Justine, Josie, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's Yosi. She is injured. Okay, I don't know when she's gonna return. The Indiana Fever is down 2, with Sophia Cunningham being one of those key players. The Seattle Storm is down 4. 2, Gabby Williams, who was here last year, and Dominique Malunga will be out. Las Vegas Aces is down 4. Elizabeth Kitley. Is she coming off of the injury she had before?
Yeah, she was injured.
Okay. And then your girl Dang Evans. She's one of those, the 2 out of the 4 from Las Vegas Aces that will not be returning. All right, I gotta stay like this because my face disappears in the background. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. And then Minnesota Lynx is down 3. Kayla McBride and Aubrey Griffin from Connecticut are those 2 out of the 3 that they'll be missing. And New York is down 5 players, with Leonie Fabeck and Brianna Stewart being their 2 main players. So that covers the injuries from the WNBA, so you can see why some team rosters still might be a little, more than 12, because they're trying to save spots for those. But in the meantime, they got to have somebody to play. So that'd be it.
Wow. Let me see if I can do something right quick just to get everybody hyped, because with Seattle Storm and their 2nd round draft pick, what's her name? Dominique Malunga from France.
Mm-hmm.
She had to get a team hype the other day. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Here we go. See if we can get this pulled up here. Y'all see that, folks?
You gotta make it big.
Play that again.
What are we looking at? I didn't see the dunk.
It didn't show up.
I mean, I was not looking at her dunking. I was looking at the other girl jumping.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, she got them hyped. This was her debut when she practiced with the team. She had to get them hyped with a dunk, since we know she can't dunk the ball. Well, so I'm expecting to see that if she has the opportunity in some games. Take over. Let Brittany Griner see that and be like, oh, I can do that too. I still got it. My knees can still get up there.
All righty. Moving on. Do you want me to show your video now?
Please, please, please. So, as you all know, ESPN has their series called Full Court Press. And so season 2 will be highlighted by 3 of women's college basketball's Notre Dame All-American guard Hannah Hidalgo, LSU sensation Flau'jae Johnson, and former USC standout forward Kiki Iriaf. And let's just give you a little snippet of what to expect.
It does not get much bigger than this one.
I play for those 3 letters on our chest. To me, it really means something.
When things get tough, my teammates look to me to be a leader.
This is a big moment. I knew that I was gonna have to step up. It's sweeter if it's harder to get what you want.
So there you have it, folks. Everything is going down. The first episode debuts this Saturday on ESPN at 1 p.m. The second episode follows afterwards at 2. And then episode 3 and 4 will be on May the 11th, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. ESPN and ESPN2. So make sure you check those ladies out. See what they're doing. Full court. Full court.
All righty then. I'm excited.
Oh,
One more thing I wanted to share.
All right.
Before you move into your NCAA stuff.
All right.
All right, y'all. If y'all do not recognize who this is one of the commentators for Renee Montgomery. And she just became the first former WNBA player to be named an executive of the WNBA team, of owner executive, I think, of a WNBA team. So congrats to Renee Montgomery. Keep it going, girl.
Black girl magic.
There you go.
Black girl magic. Yes. Black girl magic. Black girl magic. On fire. Well, folks, as we stated, WNBA will make their final roster cuts on May 15th. So May 16th, we're going to have finalized rosters because the next day is when the season starts, folks.
May 16th, yes.
Season begins. So we'll be ready for that season to start. And on May 16th, that Friday, you know who we got on the tube, Courtney? Who you going to be watching?
Hold on, I'll tell you, girl.
No, I mean, you got the Dream and the Mystics. They open it up at 7:30. Then you got the Lynx and the Wings. Now that should be a great game right there.
And the Los Angeles Sparks versus the Golden State Valkyries.
That's it. Those are your opening games on the season opener for the WNBA season.
I think they're both going to be on Ion and League Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 7:30 games and a 10 p.m. game. Which one am I going to watch? I want to see the Dream and the Mystics play.
Dream and the Mystics.
Yeah, and then I go back and watch Dallas and Minnesota later on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be WNBA on all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you have your opportunity. If you don't watch it on Friday night, guess what? You can come back on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock and watch the Aces and the Liberty. Now that is going to be a game.
That's going to be a good game. Yeah.
The Aces and the Liberty on Saturday on ABC at 1 p.m., followed by the Sky and the Fever. They knew. They waited till Saturday to bring the heavyweights out. So
I might have to sign up for Disney.
At 1 p.m. Saturday, Sky and the Fever at 3 p.m. and close it out that night. The Storm and Mercury. I hope I can stay awake. That's a little late.
It's getting late, yeah.
It's getting a little late. All right, folks. Well, we're gonna move on to some NCAA news that's going on. So, of course, during the off season, you usually have the NCAA committees, rules committees. They meet, they go over any, topics, rules, things that they need to look at a little closer, or they propose a couple of things. So it's a couple of things that's on the table. Just so y'all know, right now they are possibly going to have, like in the NBA, they have a coaches challenge. They're looking at possibly doing that as far as a coaches challenge, where they'll be required to initiate video review of out of bound calls and 3 other plays that can be challenged at any point during the game, which includes out of bound calls, backcourt violations, as well as out of bound, backcourt violations, as well as, I guess, time on the clock. So teams would not be required to take a timeout. And I guess this is also to eliminate the number of times that they want to challenge a call, because guess what? If the coach that is initiating the coach's challenge, if they do not successfully win the call, they're going to be assessed the administrative technical foul. Oh yeah, that's big time, right? That make you think twice about challenging something. Oh, it's serious. That is what is being proposed. You're going to get it. It's going to result in an administrative technical foul, and it's going to be administrative because they're going to say for an excessive timeout. I don't know if that's
not fair.
I don't know if it's going to pass or not, but of course, like I said, it's to eliminate, because at the end of the game, I think the last 2 minutes of each half or the game, they can go back and, how you say, go back and look at it, replay, play it over. Oh, yeah. So you have that. Also, they have proposed 20-second shot clock. And this is when following a dead ball. So the offense would be awarded the ball in full court, in the front court.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them having that full 30 seconds, you already in the front court. Why we need 30 seconds?
True.
20 seconds right there. Now, this is a rule that I could say was the biggest pet peeve of mine as an official. And that's telling players, put your jersey in. Tuck your jersey in. Pull your shorts up. So it has been proposed to eliminate having your jersey tucked in. Now, I think you need to look a little decent. You know what I'm saying? Just help us out, ladies. Tuck your jerseys in. That's all. I mean, I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but that has been proposed to eliminate that altogether.
If that's men and women's, or just the?
I'm just talking about women's basketball right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is going to be for men as well, but I know for the women, they're looking to eliminate that. Also, let's see, technical foul for excessive timeouts, which you rarely see anybody calling more than the number of timeouts per game. That's just a mental error right there on the coach and her coaching staff. If a player pulling a Chris Webber calling a timeout and you don't have one, okay? So of course that's always been there, or
but now they have TV timeouts, so they can just wait.
They have TV, and that's what the coaches wait for, so they don't have to use theirs, and they bank them towards the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Suspension of a player or coach, if they were to ever put in a suspended player, when they should not be playing. I don't know if that's ever happened. I don't even know why that was proposed. Like, I wonder.
No brain. I mean, they pretty much don't let them sit on the bench if they suspended.
But I wonder, for them to even put this in as a proposed rule, has this happened?
Maybe so. Maybe it's been attempted.
I mean, you know how things just don't get to the state legislator or whatever unless it's happened. So I'm just wondering, has a coach tried to slide in a player who's been suspended and wasn't supposed to play? That's why I'm like, why is this even a rule? Not even understanding that. But anyway, that's all I got for WNBA, NBA, NCAA women's basketball rules, y'all. We'll see what this rules committee comes back with.
All right. So we're done with pretty much everything. We'll probably see you guys next week after a weekend, a slew of WNBA games. And I am looking forward to each and every one of them.
Yes.
Probably
I'm
catch
going to
them
be tuned in.
Huh?
I'm going to be tuned in.
Hey, if nothing else, I'm going to watch that Las Vegas game.
Yes.
In New York.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, that's it, folks. Sideline Sisters, we coming at you. We'll catch you next time with the new WNBA debut season with the roster set. We're going to come at you.
Peace.